Back this way.
Oh, almost got us.
We have extraordinarily large windows here in Cleveland in our broadcast booth. I mean, look how big that window is.
Oh, you're getting all this airtime.
Well, you're hidden. There you are. Well, you would think that flu season would be over, but you'd also think that it wasn't going to snow tomorrow on April 2nd.
Is it supposed to snow?
It's supposed to snow. They say 2 to 4 inches. Should be clear by the time we're scheduled to play tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, but I would advise dressing warmly.
Yes, I am bringing my Ben Franklin coat.
Ben Franklin.
It's got the fur on the collar. Also Thomas Jefferson on the $2 bill. I brought my snow boots yesterday and my Patagonia thick winter socks, and I got gloves. They're all here. They're ready to rock.
What happened to us, Keith?
I never liked to play in cold weather like that.
You know, Gary, you were mentioning how Weaver was working on his breaking ball, his fashion tips.
There it is.
That's coming back tomorrow.
Look
Absolutely.
at that. Look at that.
That looks like the raccoon coat.
My head. I look like I got a big fat head.
We could do a little bit better with the photoshopping. Oh, there. we trimmed about 15 years off, too. Very nice.
Did you skin that leopard yourself?
No. I'm not a hunter.
Yeah, I was just saying really quickly, young pitchers, when they start to incorporate a new pitch, can't lose your foundation. Look at James Bond.
Where's your martini?
Shaking.
Look at my jewels.
What?
My run.
3-2 to Lagares. The evening is getting chillier. I just donned my raincoat, and now Keith.
Thank you, Russ.
His valet is here.
I'm getting cold.
So you've got the brown leather with the camel hair, with the purple sport coat, with the fuchsia pants.
Yes. Russ, bring the car around, would you?
Still doing Brewers games every day.
He's taking a break.
Well, it's the 7th inning.
Still has.
Well, I tell you, I want that in my contract.
Turns it over to Jeff Levering for the 7th inning and goes and
I mean,
has some M&M.
What did he say? Top of the 7th, and that was it. He was gone.
That was it. Back from break. It's the 7th inning. Here's Jeff.
Really?
That's it. It's a radio thing.
Oh, okay.
Those guys work harder. They say more words.
It's true. It's true.
How he's texting his barber.
Oh, my.
And Josh is doing the 7th inning.
Look at that.
And look at Josh is looking at Howie like, please give me something, and Howie's like, forget about it.
Look at how you get paid for that?
It's like, Josh, you love to talk. Why don't you just take care of it? We're trying to text over here.
Look at how he's going. I don't know why they're putting us on TV.
One guy's looking one way, one guy's looking the other way. What do you want from me?
And Matt just smiling because he's probably listening to us and listening to our blather as we're talking about them.
See, Josh just saw he was on a TV, so he gave like a little bit of a TV smile there.
Well, he's done TV.
That's right. I mean, he knows when to smile when you.
Frank Breslow, who I believe is the only current major leaguer with the degrees in molecular biophysics and biochemistry.
That's right. He had to go up on the hill at Yale.
Molecular biophysics. I'm not even sure what that is.
The smart kids take a long walk, Gary.
It's good for your breaking ball.
See, at Columbia, it's the football players.
There you go. That's right.
They have the longest walk.
Organic chemistry their freshman year, they always say it's the toughest.
Yep.
You can get your test back and your score could be like 13 out of 100.
And you get a B-.
Yeah, might be a good score.
That's a required class.
Required in your freshman year too, because it's how they
Organic what?
organic chemistry.
If you're pre-med or into any of those bio.
I had to talk my
thing.
chemistry teacher in high school to not to give me a D. I had no interest in chemistry. Mr. Carpenter gave me a break. I had no interest in Fe was iron. I want to learn all those symbols. Give me a break. I got better things to do.
The periodic table was not your strong
I
point.
had no interest.
You were probably really good at farads and coulombs, huh?
What was the conversation like to get the D, by the way?
He was actually an athlete, and he was a good guy. And I said, hey, I got a full ride to Stanford and Cal. for baseball, and if you give me a D+, and I deserve it, I'm not going to go. And he gave me a C-.
Had you gone to college, do you know what your major might have been?
No idea.
You would have been a history major. That's your forte.
If I didn't, that was my dream, was baseball.
I could see you as the crazy Civil War history professor. I had one just like you at Columbia.
Yeah?
You would have been great at it.
Up there, too.
You want to get started on the whole mustard and ketchup on the hot dog thing.
I was a one guy that I don't like relish.
And how about sauerkraut? I mean, New York is a mustard and sauerkraut town.
When I was a kid, I did not like sauerkraut. As an adult, I can deal with it.
Grudgingly? I know Syndergaard, as has been his wont often, came up with several blisters on his fingers the other night. Said that wasn't as big a concern as his hair. Said his hair was whipping in his face on Monday night. Might have to go to the man bun on the mound.
Russell Martin for the Blue Jays does the man bun behind the plate now.
At least it's all kind of covered up, you know.
Right.
Have we had a man bun pitcher yet in the big leagues?
I haven't seen a man bun pitcher. I think Syndergaard did pitch with a man bun in spring training once. I'm not going to get on anyone's hair. I had some of the worst hair you could ever see.
Well, your hair was very much of its era, Ron. I mean,
copying everyone else.
You know, right. If you're going to have a mullet, you have to have it in a mullet era.
Well, what I was thinking, especially during 1986, I was thinking that it's good luck. You know, in hockey they wear the beards right through the playoffs, and I thought it would be good luck to just let the hair grow. And then all those pictures now you see in 1986, it's a little embarrassing. But
well, everybody thinks you always wore a turtleneck when you pitch.
That's right. There it is.
There's the bun. It's a bench bun right now, but if a mound bun would have a little more impact. And I'm not sure exactly what he's doing, squaring the bunt with 2 out. There we go. That's what we're talking about.
That is just obscene almost.
But you know, in the 80s, look at Marty Noble.
Marty Noble in the background, photobombing me.
In those days, that was, you know, that's the way it was.
Just,
I mean, think about women's hairdos in the 80s, all that big hair. And Garcia strikes out to end the inning. I don't think you have anything to be ashamed of. At least you had hair, Ronnie.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
My hair was completely gone by the 80s. Then as we go to break, former Cappuccino High School point guard Keith Hernandez shows off his skill. How you doing?
All right.
Have you made one yet?
2 for 3. 3 for 4.
Kerry keeps moving the basket, by the way.
I was an 80% free throw shooter, too.
I'd like to point something out about these M&Ms. You see what it says on the bag?
Yes.
It says share size, which I guess means you're supposed to share the bag with a friend.
Yes.
Well, here's the problem with the share size bag. They brought 3 of them.
Well, they did, but Keith's eating all of mine, so I don't know what share is supposed to mean.
He's sharing yours,
but I've been sharing with Al.
Oh, that's very nice of you.
Al can catch.
How did he catch and run the camera at the same time, though? Al's in the shadows.
Al,
there.
you're like, don't you like?
Al, turn around so we can see your face.
You're like I'm at the zoo, and you're like one of those animals that want to get fed.
Turn around, Al. There he is.
The one and only left-hand hitter off the bench for Brian Snichter. What is he doing?
He's warming up, Keith.
Oh my goodness. I tell you what, I never thought of that. I should have tried that.
Do you think he would have had those hops? Slowly hit toward the hole. Cabrera runs it down. The throw to second. Safe.
Oh, it's close.
Well, first of all, did Pena get there first? Second of all, did Walker stay on the bag?
Yeah, then the check.
Why not?
He had him.
Might have had him.
You know why?
If he kept his toe on the bag.
Well, Pena's slide, he hits on his
Look at this
right
terrible slide.
His right leg's in the air.
Jeez, you get paid for that? Look at this terrible slide.
He certainly appears to be out from that angle.
They need to break out the sliding pants for Pena. Get him out in the outfield and slide like in the minor league days. Horrible.
And it goes to the backstop. That's a wild pitch, and the runners will move up. The throw to third, and Duda arrives there safely.
Syndergaard pulled his bat back in enough time. See?
Oh, it's a foul ball.
It is a foul ball again.
Oh,
remember last night there was a foul ball that wasn't called.
So it's a pass ball that moves the runners to second and third.
And why isn't the catcher in his face arguing? What are they, sedated? Let's go. I mean, come on, Ump.
And make this broadcast tick. That's boxed around by Plawecki. His throw hits the runner, and he'll stay put. Oh, it hit the umpire. I thought it hit the runner. How about that?
It can't happen.
Second
This
base
can't
umpire
happen.
Ted Barrett.
Ted.
Taking the blow.
I've never seen that. What's going on? I want a full review after the season's over.
Could you write that up in triplicate? Well, Steve Jobs is back. Steve, the first question is, how is young Jason?
Jason is incredible, and my name is Steve Gelbs. It's been, what?
I'm so disappointed.
Less than 2 weeks?
I'm so disappointed.
Is that really your name?
We're seeing it with this lineup in particular because the Mets now, as I believe, who was that? Noah Syndergaard? What a shock. Curtis Granderson, Neil Walker, Jay Bruce. In the past, they may have been the guy.
Beyond the right center field fence. Of course, our intrepid reporter, Steve Gelbs, needed to try it out, see if it was something that he would recommend to others. Went with our director, Dan Barr. And,
what is he doing?
He's,
On the edge of the plate, the two-seamer, and Gary noted that it looked very similar to a pitch Bartolo Colon used to throw all the time. That was good eyes, Gary, because Bartolo Colon was the guy that told Robert Gesellman last year to start throwing that pitch inside to lefties, outside to righties. We've seen him have success tonight with the lefties, not so much with the righties.
Joyce unloads deep center field. Cespedes takes a look, but that is way out of here. And for Matt Joyce, that is his 100th career home run. So they'll get that ball back for Joyce. And he's trying to get the authenticator's attention to have them retrieve the ball and authenticate it for him. Thinking maybe they don't realize that it was a milestone for him.
He's getting the call right now.
Steve Gelbs right on the case.
Gelbs, you just tell him to go out there and get the 100th ball. I mean, he doesn't need to talk anymore. Come on, bro.
The question is, whose responsibility is it to crawl out into the black?
You got off the phone. You guys trying to get that ball?
What's that?
Oh, you guys trying to get that ball?
I don't know.
Tell him.
Yeah, we're trying to get that ball.
All right. They're trying to get that ball.
Kratz strikes out, and that's 8 strikeouts for Cologne, and that's a new season high for Bart. Steve, best interview of the season.